GG, Rudsky, Naden, Fascularia. How you doing, Rudsky, by the way? That was pain. Painful run. GG Cyb Lord. Alright, boys. Ooh, get your hands in the air and give me all that luck. Let's do this. N24. Rabbit sub. Heart sub if you're not a sub. Let's see him. We need more luck. We need a better run than last time, that's for sure. That was rough, dude. Give me the luck. Siphon it. Crush it down. Turn it into the run. At least our tier rate's good compared to the last one. Alright, so use item's not useful. Did rock first thing. We have a bomb for it. Gonna wait a second though. No, we're not. Small rock. What? You can walk through poops like that? Which one? Aha! Okay, nice. Put that after the floor. On Gemini. Oh. Hello, Dolly. I want to go in the curse room, but I can't go in there with just 2 hearts, or else there's a risk. We are gonna lose a soul heart here to go in there. Make sure we don't walk in, lose half a heart. You know, go to 1 heart, and there's like a champion in there that just fucking destroys me somehow. Like if that guy was a champion and he just like a speed champion and just hit me immediately, it'd be the end. Or if there was a troll bomb in here that chased me down and got, oof. Wow. Okay. Do 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 do. Or floor. I was all confidence in Gemini doing enough damage on that spider, so I just didn't move. It worked out, looked pretty fucking smooth. I was needing blessings. We're not doing needing blessings anymore. Not for a while, at least. I want that BFF so bad. Ooh. Really nice. Oh, well, it's too early for that trinket. Might be a mini boss back there. I feel like I should go. Fuck it. What is this? Addicted pill returns. Yay. Every run. Easy boss. Hello. I mean, that's great. As long as you can stay close. Guys, I gotta be right back. It's my mom hitting the bell. Be right back. Alright, thank you for waiting, everybody. Hey, Pegasus, welcome back. Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Hey, Freaky, welcome back. New Falcon? I sure did. Doesn't sound too bad for what it could have been. Coming on the 17th. We're talking about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. New ship, legendary ship coming. OG Millennium Falcon. Yeah, the evasion actually doesn't sound like that's the thing to worry about. It's like 25% evasion. I feel like the Dispel is the actual thing that's making that that ship amazing. Dispel on its basic summons assist, so you can just destroy Houndstooth. Of course, it requires having Houndstooth to get, so I don't think people are going to complain that much, you know? Except for the people that don't have the whole team max or whatever. That's the thing I'm not looking forward to, is all the rebels are ridiculous expensive to gear up. Arab Pathfinder is the hardest character to level up in the game. 600 Carmontes. Salvage. 200 stun guns. 150 stun cuffs. And 150 eyeballs. Fucking goddamn it. Yeah. No curses for me. Yeah, I only know a few people that'll even... Well, there's like the whale on my shard who's gonna get 7-star. Yeah, I showed you. Ding, 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 gross. So many spots for the secret, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, my Phoenix are not, and it's... I have no time to devote to them, so... Honestly, I think that this is all a bait and switch. Because I don't think evasion is all that impressive, and I don't think the... I think that there's easy ways to counter this, and I feel like this is a testing ground to see if people pay the money to get the new ship. And then, yes, they will, probably, and in about 3 months, we're going to see a ship that makes this thing look like a joke. And that's the one you're supposed to save up for, which I probably will save up my crystals for, actually. Some kind of dark side ship. Oh, we were talking about, remember how you were saying there's no like ship, it wouldn't make sense in the lore to have ships be repairable or like, you know, resurrectable. Me and my buddy were talking about that today, and there is the droid ship. They'll introduce more droid ships, and droid ships could easily, there'd be lore behind them being rebuilt because they're just droid ships. You know, like, they can last in space without oxygen, so technically the ship can be repaired while they wait, you know. Nice. But yeah, that's why I'm not too worried about this Falcon. The only thing that I think that really is going for this Falcon is that it's going to be a counter to Houndstooth, and the 2 pilots are amazing, so it's going to have really high damage. But the other stuff, you know, you gotta have Akbar to make that ship good, so that means now people gotta level up and gear up Akbar, which, unless they are old school players who used him for like the first raid, probably not gonna have him. All the rebels you have to level up, all the, you know, people are gonna want to have you, you know, if you're gonna want to make this team work, you need to have Vistian ship, Cassian ship. No. I'm telling you, there's certain times where it's best to just skip the meta. And light side was never really the meta, so if they try to make the ship's meta light side, it's going to be short-lived, I feel like, when they start doing the dark side, because one, they seem to really favor the dark side. Just from, I haven't played this, I've only played this, well, I mean, I played this game a long time now, but when I first started, you know, everything was dark side. And still now, most of it's dark side except for Revan. In terms of like endgame meta shit, you know, like, I guess Basila, but that's still kind of the same team. Well, I see the Sith swinging back hard. Dude. Someone up in charge in this game really likes Sith. And it's just like Hunters in World of Warcraft or Warlocks in World of Warcraft. The developer who runs it has more pull and loves that class, and that class never has a shit thing happen to them throughout the course of an expansion for years on end. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, fucking rogues are just getting shit on nonstop. And paladins. Well, that happens in other games too. I'm getting it. And so I can see some favoritism to Sith here. Meat man. A little bit of tier rate too. Dark side capital shit. I don't know. That's the weird thing is, you know, Dooku is considered dark side, but Dooku doesn't really adhere to dark side rules at all in the actual lore. He's a separatist or whatever. He's not part of the Empire. And he also uses the dark side for, he uses it as a tool. This is very hard to explain because it's technically still lore, I think. I don't think it was actually taken out yet because Duke is still in the movies as, you know, alright, so if you look at any Sith, look at any Sith, what happens, what are the main things that happens when you become a Sith? There's an actual physical transformation that happens. All Sith have red eyes, except for Dooku. Because even though he utilizes the dark side, he's not succumbing to the dark side. He's literally using it as a tool for his selfish means. His ego literally is like out, overpowering the dark side, taking over his soul. Which in my eyes is kind of impressive. I know it's just, you know, it's lore. It's not real, I know. But like still, that's pretty cool. You can go ahead and look at him in the movies and everything else. He doesn't have red eyes. He does use dark side. He can use force lightning. He's sensitive. You know, definitely a Sith in most ways, except he just doesn't succumb. Attacked it. Yeah, he's exactly. He utilizes his brain. He understands what the Force is about as well as any Jedi or Sith ever has, and he uses it as a tool without succumbing to it. It's actually very similar to Mace Windu with his Vapad attack, or, you know, stance. One of the hardest light saber stances to learn, and you literally just you don't absorb it, you just let the dark side flow through your body in such a way that it doesn't affect you. So that's why he's able to counter the lightning you see in the movie right up from Palpatine in his face, and then it only gets interrupted when stupid ass Anakin hits him, which would never happen, by the way, because the other attack that Windu is famous for is Shatterpoint. So if Anakin was even going to try to attack him to cut his hand off, Mace Windu would literally see in the air from the Force where he's going to be attacked from. Like a little thing would appear in front of his face, and he would know, oh god, someone's going to attack me. It's like having spider senses. There's no way Anakin would ever be able to cut his hand off, ever. Ever. That's a point that doesn't get brought up enough, but it's like, just because Anakin is Vader doesn't mean Windu is a pushover. Like, Windu is the best lightsaber fighter in the world. And that's still part of lore, so he's gonna let Anakin chop his hand off? What? And then get killed? What? That's like the worst part of the movie for me. Like one of the worst, most insulting parts. I know it's such a fucking nerdy thing. We're gonna take these keys, actually. Kind of not... Actually don't want the gold key there because we're done with keys on this floor. Would have much preferred a regular key. Death Star capital ship. That'd be interesting. Are you watching? Isn't like there a new Clone Wars show on, or is that not out yet? I never watched the first Clone Wars season, so I gotta like start watching that, get caught up. Still in development, okay. Yeah, it's like a continuation. I haven't watched any of it. The original. All right. Rework for the clones. You think so? I don't think so. I think you'll get new characters that you have to buy or farm. There's no way they're going to rework that many characters anymore. Especially ones that are old. And they can make money for selling new versions of them. Sounds scumbaggy, but I mean, it's a business, so I guess it makes sense. That's why we have Karth Onasi as one of the fucking dark side Knights of the Old Republic unlocks, probably for Darth Revan, when he was most definitely not dark side. Has nothing to do with Darth Revan, really. But it should have been HK-47. But HK-47 is an original character. You can't make money off that. Wait, what? No, I'm not making. I'm thinking about that risky. Not really. I'm making. Well, the problem is, I wouldn't say the first. You know, I wouldn't say his original idea was to make that much money. I think that shows with a lot of the early stuff just being way more serious, and then Ewoks being like, you know, how do we sell to kids now that it's popular? That all makes sense, sure. And then, of course, then it comes the prequels, which is all about, like, okay, let's make as much money as we can. Let's put Jar Jar as a main character. That'll get the kids going, like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know anyone who, like, except for literally people, like, 7 and under who liked Jar Jar in any meaningful way. And there's, like, of course, the people that are like, I like him because people hate him. Okay, I kind of get that, but you don't actually like him. You're not sitting there, like, quoting him like you would quote any other movie character that you actually like, you know? Mainly because if you quote him, you sound racist. Oh, Miso gonna... like, oh shit, did you just... God damn, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that that and a fucking, like, super, like, Jewish stereotype also made in, like, the same movie. There was no one overseeing that to be like, this sounds kind of racist. Like, I'm not about sensitivity, but, like, that's so over the top, blatant. Like, it just sounds like you're doing a character. It's like, that's just, come on, man. Do we want more luck? We'd have 1 luck. What we do with it? I don't know. We're gonna take this, even though we don't have anything to drop with it. I mean, to carry with it. We'll look at something, and it's shitty. I don't know. Both those choices are kind of shit. I don't need to carry cards. I don't need luck. Not really. Not with this much consumables. Well, Help got a rework, but he's also a legendary character. Vader got a rework, but he's a locked limited character every time, you know, behind what used to be cards you could only get from achievements. Clones are just clones, just regular characters. But you're probably not wrong, because they put the helmets on, they changed the models and put helmets on them, which everyone thinks means they're going to be reworked. But if they're going to be adding more Clone Wars characters because of the show that they can make money off of, they might just have the new models made that have helmets, and they were like, well, fuck it, let's just also throw it over to these Clone Wars guys too. Doesn't have to be that it's a rework, honestly. Well, Grievous definitely needs a rework just because he's like a limited, hard to unlock character like we're talking about. And he's just awful. But is he that great in the show, in the movies? No. Well, if you watch the expanded universe and this, and read the books, and okay, maybe, but like in the movies, he's a freaking joke, man. Just a big meme. You are a bold one. Hello there. Diamonds. Oh. Jeez. Stuff is awful. That's good. Something for like a nickel, maybe. Whatever, we got the map. Yeah, the TV show kills people. They do seem to make some of the people look better in the TV show, the animated stuff. But honestly, the Bounty Hunter rework, you can see how that all linked through, though. Like, they're part of Chewbacca, which is now part of... Or, I mean, they're also part of the new Millennium Falcon, too, because you need Bounty Hunter ships. I feel like they knew they had a lot that they had to get out that was probably going to require Bounty Hunters, and they're like, well, there's no way we're going to convince people to farm all these Bounty Hunters for, like, all this stuff if they all suck. Plus, they wanted to probably get Django out there, and... moneymaker. I just don't see the clones being as big of a pull. I guess people that watch the show might. I'm guessing most people don't. Not saying it won't happen eventually. I just don't think it'll happen anytime soon. I think they got too much on their plate right now. Oh. Here. I'm pretty sure what happened is like they have someone right now that got in charge of what people are doing, you know, like a directive manager or something like that. And someone is saying, someone in the high up is saying, why do we have a million fucking factions that don't have any kind of event or anything to go for this? Why would people want to farm these characters? Blah, 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 blah. And now they're kind of in like a mode of working out how to make all these factions useful. And so honestly, if I were to be planning ahead right now, I'd be planning on any faction that seems like it would be a complete squad but doesn't have any kind of event. And clones, you're right, they do have an event. So I mean, I guess it depends, you know, obviously I haven't watched the show, but I'm guessing the Clone Wars show takes place when Darth Maul is still alive, right? Like, or like he's robot legs Darth Maul at that point, right? I mean, why not have clones possibly be the reason, you know, the way you get the new Darth Maul? Totally possible. That doesn't mean it requires a rework. It just means it requires having the characters. Give me a second here, boys. Checking something on my phone. You know, and then there's also the Han or the Solo movie characters, Lando and Kira, Enfys Nest, YOLO, Han Solo. The movie where Darth Maul's upper half is good and his lower half is bad. Did you watch? I mean, it's gonna be spoilers for some people, but you know, Darth Maul's alive in after that fight. You know, his bottom half is robotic spider thingy. But like, they need to, here's the problem with like with speculating on character like Darth Maul in this version. You have no idea what he's going to be like in the movie. For all you know, he'll be like, I don't want to fight anymore. Do everything for me. Like in the Rebels, the Star Wars Rebels, where he's like, he spends the first time because he's too weak to do anything. He you know, makes someone else do all the work for him. Like not very Darth Maul cool. You know, you never know. He can be a total fucking loser, and like they're gonna hype him up before the movie comes out. Like, get ready for Darth Maul. You know, it's like one problem with this game is they'll put any new character in the game just to make money and then make him seem amazing, even though it's like he's not that great. C-3PO. C-fucking-3PO. is the best example of this. This guy, what did he do in the movie? What big ass heroic thing did he do in the movie? Oh my goodness, I will complain about every fucking thing. I don't want to take part in this. I will actually help the enemy sometimes. Nothing I can do about that. I'm just a protocol droid. Let's make him one of the best fucking utilities in the game. Like, what? No, he doesn't do shit. And like I said last night, or whatever it was, 2 nights ago, I like him in the basis of the movie. I don't mind C-3PO being useless in the movies themselves. It's, you know, it's humorous the way he doesn't do anything but still lives through these ridiculously like epic fights and stuff. But that's the draw of him, is that he doesn't actually contribute at all. And it's funny that he still gets through these actual battles, like warlike battles, and is just completely fine. You actually put him in the battlefield standing next to Darth Vader, and Vader suddenly assumed that this thing is being a threat to him. Well, actually that was a bad choice because Vader made him. But like any other, you know, person who like didn't actually create that droid, they would just fucking like one-shot it. They would be like, what, are you kidding me? Like, just like that. You know, here's the thing. You can add him to the game and you can make him do these things if you want. But we've seen him in the movies, and he literally gets like ripped apart and blasted into pieces from like walking around the corner and walking into an Ugnaught. And if you're not sure what an Ugnaught is, oops. Are they not? They don't have their own thing. Oh, that's sad. Are they neutral? No, there is no neutral? What? I never noticed that. Are they dark side? I don't even know if they're dark side. I don't have them unlocked, I don't think. The light side? Lobot. Yeah, there is Ugnaught. Like one of these little fucking things. Basically a little pig dwarf demon thing just destroys C-3PO. Like, oh, you walked in the corner. Oh, now, you're probably saying, well, he's in the game and he's weak, but he can... Well, he can't. He's weak as shit. Even if you level him up and max him out, he's still weak as shit. So it doesn't make any sense for him, weak as shit character, in both worlds to be able to suddenly have... Now, C-3PO's a god, basically. Which is actually the case. He should not be that strong. He should just be... That was the problem. If they were going to have him in the game, he should have been like an original character that wasn't as powerful, that kind of gets forgotten with power creep. Not brought into the game, you know, 4 or 5 years into its life and is a new character. It's weird. We talked about Lobot too. If you guys don't know who Lobot is, he's the robot who is being mind controlled by Lando. Old Lando. Literally had his brain removed by his lobotomized. OP bounty hunter himself. There's a few OP bounty hunters. One of them is like really comical looking with like a huge power suit and stuff. Oh, we're guppy motherfuckers. Nah. That's fine. Guppy peace. Probably north. Looks pretty fucking far to me. Yikes, that hive mind. Later, Freaky. What's up, T1? How you doing, man? Steam sale. Where's the Tammy's head? Or just something, just crazy damage, that would be fine with me. Little damage. Oh, nice. Virgo. Now we get the good pills, right? I don't remember the map at all. So. Gonna bumble around until we find it. Oh, what is that room? Does everyone know you guys? That was a perfectly reasonable room to me. I don't know what you're talking about. That looks like a great room. Totally respectable room. We need more of those. We need more of those kind of ideas in the game, right? I want to fight fucking... I want a room where I gotta fight 30 of those fucking things. All at once. Hey, Thurnal, what's up, man? Already here. F. Hey, Zeral, thank you for the follow. Baby. Over, buddy. There it is. GG.